To start with, before you get cracking with the course, we recommend you take a little bit of time, maybe an hour or two, to set up and organize your bookmarks bar. It's recommended that you follow this initial task of organizing, labeling, and correctly slotting all of the exercise files and tools into the relevant folders on your bookmark bar. The links for these can be found in the ebook. This first exercise will not only save you a lot of time in the long run, as you'll be able to locate exercise files and tools much faster, but it will also improve your focus and your overall ability to think more clearly when working through the course. Now, the first thing we actually recommend you do is set up a new Gmail account, if you don't already have one. We'd also advise saving all of your current bookmarks into a single folder for now, and then reorganizing them into the new folder system that we'll be discussing in this lesson. Once you have a Google account set up, you'll then have access to Google Mail, Docs, Sheets, Drive, Calendar, and Google Keep, as well as all of the other useful business tools within the Google ecosystem, such as Google Keyword Planner. Another useful tip that we'd also recommend at this stage is that once you have your Google account set up, if you go into your Google account settings and select passwords, here you can enable the Offer to Save Passwords and Auto Sign-In options. Again, we find that this will save you a lot of time in the long run, as it will keep you logged in automatically each time you start work. Okay, so let's now move on to organizing your exercise files and tools into your bookmark bar. As you can see, we have several folders on our bookmark bar. These include, firstly, your day job folder. So, if you have a day job alongside a side hustle, then this first folder will be dedicated to that. This folder will contain all the relevant links and documents directly related to your day job. This not only helps keep your day job work separate from your side hustle work, but it also helps keep you organized and focused when working on your day job. Of course, you probably wouldn't title this as your day job folder. You'd probably just call it whatever the name of the company is that you work for. Secondly is your ebook folder. If you decide to start up your own business, then you'll want to create what we call a product narrative. We'll be talking about this more in Lesson 7, but basically, this is where you'll save all of the different parts of your product research as separate Google documents in order to help structure and develop your own unique narrative. This acts as the place where you'll save and develop all of your ideas in order to help you build your product and grow into an industry expert. Thirdly, and importantly, will be your exercise files. These are split into 4 separate folders: Purpose, Wellbeing, Professional Development, and Solopreneurship. To get the most out of the course, you'll need to open each exercise file individually using the link found on the ebook PDF. Once you open an exercise file, go to File, make a copy, and then drag and drop the exercise file into the relevant folder. We do recommend that you take the time to slot these in order and clearly label them. These exercise files are core to the course and to your career and business development. The next folder you want to set up is Tools. This will give you quick access to important tools that will help with your career and business growth. These include your Google Calendar, your Google Keep, which we'll discuss in Lesson 12, as well as various other marketing and business tools. Again, you'll be able to find the links to all of these in the ebook, so you can begin adding those tools into this folder. We also suggest bookmarking a Jobs folder to help you with your online job search. Again, you'll also be able to find these links in the ebook. Additionally, we'd also encourage you to save the web pages of job vacancies at your favorite companies in this folder too. For example, if you already work for a company, you may be interested in keeping your eye on new job openings at your current company here as well. The next folder can be your general reading list. This is for saving anything that you stumble upon while browsing the internet that you may want to come back to later. There will be times when you come across other brands or content that you like, but you might not be ready at the moment to really take it in. By saving those links in this folder, you can then return back to them when you're ready. Another folder to set up will be your online groups. We'll be discussing this during Exercise 31, but this is where you'll save your top digital communities, where your target audience hang out online. The final folder worth setting up is your marketing folder. You'll find this folder more useful later on once your product is complete, but it's useful to have this folder in place to save such things as your website and any content marketing documents you might be working on. So before you get stuck into the next lesson, we do recommend that you take the time to complete this first exercise and get all of these folders set up on your bookmark bar. As mentioned, this course is made up of 37 exercise files split between 4 levels. At this point, it's worth mentioning that the exercises vary in terms of how long they will take you to complete. Some exercises will be quite straightforward and can be completed fairly quickly, whereas other exercises will not be so straightforward and may even be an ongoing task throughout the rest of your career. For example, exercise 6 focuses on creating your product narrative to establish yourself as an industry expert. This could take you a year or two to complete. Another example that springs to mind is exercise 8, in which we provide you with a CRM spreadsheet to help you manage stakeholders and affiliate relationships. This is most likely going to be an ongoing task within your career and business. The key thing to keep in mind here is that this is a sustainable career plan for life. By following this online course, you'll be putting yourself in a position in which you'll have a smarter and more organized approach to how you go about creating and building your career. When working through the exercise files, we recommend that you work through them all fairly quickly on your first run through the course. You should be able to speed through the whole course in 7 days. By doing this, you should be able to pick up different ideas from the different exercises from within the course. To quite a large extent, all the exercises are interconnected. What you'll find is that the ideas you'll form in the later exercises will enhance your ideas from the initial exercises. Don't worry too much if you don't feel like you're nailing each exercise on your first run. You'll build up your answers gradually over time. We actually recommend that you run through all of the exercises 3 times. This course is designed to help you sprout, evolve, and then fine-tune yourself as a professional. This means that you should be constantly redrafting and fine-tuning your answers to each exercises over time. These exercise files act as an accessible place where you can save, edit, and evolve all of your product and marketing ideas over time into a winning logical narrative. The aim of the first run-through is to just help you get familiar with the course content and start sprouting and sketching your early ideas, giving you visibility as to where the dots lie. For the second run-through, you can then return to each exercise and start connecting those dots so that the vision of your career starts to become more clear. Once you have more concrete answers to each exercise, you can then return back and forth between exercises using your own initiative in order to brush up and fine-tune your ideas into a crystal clear picture. By this third stage, it should become perfectly normal to just randomly hop in between different exercises from the different levels of the course and update them as and when you see fit.